What's up guys, OddEYES Lumia here today, and I have a sweet little deck feature for your viewing pleasure. We are going over the Venus Turbo deck that I got a lot of interest in, and I wanted to get it out to you guys as your viewing pleasure. And so we're going to go over that today, and kind of just the general concept, general combos, general playstyle of the deck. And so yeah, let's get into this. First of all, our egg is Upamon. You actually really want to be at 3 for this deck. The security being at 3 puts you in a beautiful spot, and why not draw some cards while we're at it? So we're running, obviously one of the best eggs in yellow is Upamon. We are running 1 Recovery Salamon. You can change this out for another Lucemon if you want, or change it out for another rookie of your choice. I just like having a backup strategy in case the main strategy has, a hiccup or two. So yeah, we run 1 of those, just recovery when it is deleted by, and your security is at 3 or less. We run 2 Bushiagumon, definitely one of my favorite rookies in the game, other than Gabumon, Drabumon, best boy, all that. But the rush is really important. You actually do see a lot of memory in this deck, so you can hard play this pretty easily if you want to, but we actually utilize Bushiagumon with kind of the Yellow War Greymon package way back in the day when you would use INDIVIUAL to play Digimon. And what's really cool about this deck is you are controlling your opponent in the sense that they cannot Digivolve, they cannot win attacking effects, and they cannot swing at your security, but you're also building a board, which makes it very hard for your opponent to counteract. That's why it's really strong, is because you're building a board while you're swinging and you're giving security checks and minus security checks here, and you're evolving into Venusmon here, and you're just playing rookies for free off of INDIVIUAL, for instance, or just really stupid cheap cards like Pulsemon and some other ones I will mention. But that's the thing is you swarm the board quite nicely, which is super strong in this. We'll go ahead, put up the stats while we're at it. So 10 level 3s seems like a little less for a deck, obviously, that you want to spit out rookies and stuff like that, but I didn't really see an issue with it, surprisingly. So yeah, we run 1 Lucemon, just that recovery +1. He's a 10k rookie. He doesn't evolve, sadly, but that's fine. He's a 10k rookie, and literally amazing in that sense. We run 3 Pulsemon. This Pulsemon in particular is very strong in this deck because it puts you at your security threshold where all your stuff is activated. It also gives jamming if you are exactly 3 security cards, making Venusmon, even your rookies, essentially being able to swing in for free without having to worry about being deleted by security Digimon. You still have to worry about options because, options are options. But other than Beelzemon, there's not really a whole lot of decks that use a massive amount of options other than Beelstar, obviously, and Beelzemon. But it also sets you up so you're able to swing safely and then evolve suspended into Venusmon, so your opponent's raid triggers they can't really do anything with that. So we run 3 of these. I want to up it to 4. I'm just trying to find the space for it, but I notice I see most of my cards at 3 ofs than I do at 4 ofs, and I will never understand that, but that is the case. Same reason we're on 3 Harrismon. If it's hitting security, minus security 1, which is great for the Venusmon game style. The other really nasty thing about this card, and I will show you later, is its interaction with a option and Sakuyamon main mode. So we're running 3 of those. Our level 4s, you're already thinking like, what is up with those level 4s? Yeah, exactly. We run 1 Angemon for recovery because you do Digivolve a lot in this deck, and having it is super nice. It's also a 5 to play, which isn't the worst thing. Actually, all our champions are 5 or less, which makes it super easy to hard play, go into our level 5, and potentially go to our level 6. but there is some great shenanigans with that as well. Also, if you have 3 or more security cards, return one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon to its owner's hand. It's nice in like certain situations like Bloom Lord, where you have to deal with them playing their level 3s and stuff like that. So I run one of these mainly for the recovery, but it's nice in decks that like spit out rookies, kind of like mine. Yes, we are on 4 Shortmon. So the reason we are on 4 Shortmon is the level 4s do not really matter in this deck, other than Angemon and Kazimon, for instance. We want cheap. We want the cheapest we possibly can get. So a 3-cost level 4 is really strong, especially in a deck where you start with 6 memory, and majority of the time 6 to 8 memory if you're using your memory boost and stuff like that for the optimal plays. So we are on 4 Shortmon, and the 1 to Digivolve is nice because it can leave your opponent choked in certain situations where they don't have a memory tamer. And yeah, so we're just on, there's nothing really else to say about this. It doesn't have an effect. It is literally vanilla. It is a 3-cost, 3,000, 1 to Digivolve, level 4. So we're on 4 of those. This guy, on the other hand, he is the spice. 2 costs to Digivolve, that's fine. It's less than Angemon. 4 costs to hard play. That's honestly not a bad hard play. But what we really care about is if you have 3 or fewer security cards on play, gain 2 memory. This is a 2-cost hard play level 4. If you have your memory tamer up and you have a TK and Kari, a TK and Kari or a Tai Kamiya, you can essentially hard play this, evolve into your level 5, and still manage to get into Venusmon and or level 7. It is fantastic. So we're on 4 Mimicmon. 1 Kazimon steals games, hybrid for game. Okay, our ultimates. We are running 3 Sanzomon. When Digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gains minus security attack 1. Now, you can mess with the ratios if you would rather have 4 Angemon, and 2 Sanzomon. They both have similar when Digivolving effects. Angemon is just negative security 2 and has the really cool inheritable. But this inheritable is when attacking, one of your opponent's Digimon gains security attack -1. Now, that is the thing, is you're swinging with Venusmon, therefore she's suspended, therefore they can't raid over her. You're making things not have security attack. You're playing stuff for stupid cheap, and you're able to get your pieces out faster and faster. That's why we get into another card that you get to play, stupid cheap. We are on 3 Gokumon. This card came out in Bt12, and this is the support I was telling you about. This card, when you would play this Digimon, play this card from your hand, if your opponent has a Digimon with security attack in play, reduce the cost by 3. Does not security attack +1, does not security attack -1. It does not mean, but this does not trigger obviously for the word security attack, like save, like this for instance, like that wouldn't work if they had a Gokumon on board. But if they have minus security attack or plus security attack, this is a 3-cost level 5. Yes, you heard that right. 3-cost level 5. I feel like I'm in Lord Nightmon format all over again. When attacking, once per turn, until the end of the turn, one of your opponent's Digimon gains minus security attack 1. So you have 6 cards that you are inherently swinging and making have minus security attack -1. Super strong. Being able to swing with a Venusmon with the inheritable, or Sakuyamon, or any of those in general, to give minus security attack 1, or even when Digivolving to give minus security attack 1, to hard play him for 3 is phenomenal, because you get a level 5 for 3 freaking memory. So we are on 3 of those. Then we'll get into our other ultimates. We are on 3 Angelomon. I had this at 4 in originally testing, but I noticed certain situations I wanted to see more of my inheritable minus security attacks. And Angelomon is nice And you will still see her at 3. It is weird, but you will still see her at 3. When digivolving, when one of your opponent's Digimon gains minus security attack 2, checks 2 fewer security attacks, which is absolutely fantastic. But this is the part we really love, and it works with the playstyle of Venusmon. When attacking, if you have 3 or fewer security cards, you may play one yellow level 3 Digimon from your hand without paying its memory cost. One of the things I absolutely love about INDIVIUAL in tandem with Pulsemon, which we'll go over, is that on play. You can on play Pulsemon to make yourself 3 or less security. Not to mention you're playing this for freaking one cost, which works so well with everything else in the deck. Another reason I want this at 4. But now you're at your security threshold where your Upamon's turned on, your Mimicmons are turned on, your Angelomons are turned on, and you're set. And the funny thing is once you have your 30 security threshold and you get into a Venusmon and you start locking them down, you don't have to worry about them hitting your security. And if they get through, you have Angemon, you have Salamon, you have Lucimon, and the Spice. You have Sakuyamon Maid Mode, which is technically a recover +1 situation. So, yes, super spicy. Love it. Running 3 of the Angelomon for that specific reason is just being able to spit out rookies while you're controlling and making your opponent's life very hard to deal with this deck. It's fantastic. And the nice thing is you're playing all these things for stupid cheap, so you're inherently choking your opponent on memory very easily. That's how I did so well against the Beelzemon matchup, is because they don't run Ayamako. And guess what? They have to trash to get their one memory gain effects. Okay? So, yeah, they can play a blaster to try and kill one of your Venusmon. They did. They killed 2 of my Venusmon, but I set up a 3rd, and they literally just couldn't do anything. Actually, they killed the Venusmon with the blaster, and then killed it with a 7 cluster, evolving into Beelzemon X. But they still can't deal with what's like, if you're choking them on memory, they're having a hard time. They can't get through your security. They can't activate one attacking effects. They can't activate one digivolving effects. They can't even attack Venusmon unless they're raid. That's why you stay suspended. And you're set. Like, that's why we run it the way we do. Now we're going to go ahead into the megas. We are on 2 Sakuyamon Maid Mode. When digivolving, you may use an option with plugin in its name or a yellow option with a memory cost of 5 or less from your hand, ignoring color restrictions and without paying its cost. Then after using the option card, instead of trashing it, place it on top of your security stack face down. There's a lot of cool interactions with Sakuyamon Maid Mode. The one I'm going to go over right now is Harrismon and Tactical Retreat. Okay, so Tactical Retreat is a 1 cost. Place 1 Digimon from your security stack face down, trash all digital cards of the Digimon. Cool. Security, trigger recovery +1. Well, that's just freaking frustrating. You're running on 3 of those, okay? Harrismon. So you have a Harrismon out that you just spit out off of an Angelomon effect, okay? And now you go into you can go into Sakuyamon on top of Venusmon if you want to, or you can evolve one of the other ultimates that you've been dropping out for stupid cheap, or just in general setup, okay? You can even hard play Harrismon to do this, okay? So you put the Harrismon, you activate the retreat card, Tactical Retreat, to put Harrismon into your security, okay? Then it becomes the option that your Sakuyamon Maid Mode played from it. So now it puts it into security. You just recovered 2 security, not to mention when they do hit Harrismon, they get a security attack -1 and you gain a rookie. You get a +1. It's stupid. I love it. So we're on 3 Tactical Retreats. I did want to make room for a Sunrise Buster, but in testing, Sunrise Buster just did not do as much as I would have hoped. So I instead put this guy in, because we're on a 3 security or threshold, right? if you have Pulsemon or Digimon with Pulsemon and Digivolution cards without making its color requirements. That's never going to happen. You're fine, whatever. Main, if you have 3 or more security cards, one of your opponent's Digimon gets a minus 12,000 DP for the turn. Okay, minus 12,000 is nothing to sneeze at. It can hit a lot. But if you have 3 or fewer security cards, place one of your Digimon face down on top of their security stack. So this is a 8 cost, remove 2. And you're at a security threshold of 3 majority of the time. So if they do get a problematic answer out that you have to deal with, this card is absolutely amazing. And we are on one of them. So that's why we run it. 3 tactical retreat, we just went over that. Since we are on Sakuyamon maid mode, and maid mode kind of becomes useless after evolving, we are on 1 Sakuyamon from a Bt12. Opponent's turn. Your opponent's Digimon that move from the breeding area to the battlefield get minus security attack 3. Now, if you're and all your opponent's security Digimon get minus 3,000 DP, so you're swinging safely into security a majority of the time. Now, what's really disgusting about this situation is if you have Sakuyamon on board and you have Venusmon and or inheritable minus security attack here, minus security attack there, it does not matter if they raise because you have locked them out. With those 2 on board, it is an absolute nightmare for them to do pretty much anything because you are constantly putting down, they have to hard play stuff to even get it out and then or move it up, and then you just give that minus security attack. It is so disgusting. Those 2 in tandem, they are disgusting and amazing together. So we're on one of those. You can definitely switch up the ratios, Sakuyamon maid mode and then 2 Sakuya or keep it the way it is, but it is very hard for your opponent to deal with Sakuyamon and Venusmon on the same board because what they move up, minus security attack, can't trigger any effects, doesn't get a one attack effect, doesn't get this, doesn't get that. Venusmon says no. Now, whatever's in play, no. It is kind of disgusting. And another cool thing about Sakuyamon maid mode is it can play your yellow memory boosts, trigger your yellow memory boost to get shenanigans, recover, put it in after it's hit in security to gain memory, the following turn after it's hit in security, if they do get through your security lock. Majority of the time we just use yellow memory boost to make for optimal plays in the future, and search for our pieces that we need because Venusmon is the soul core and heart of this deck. Oh, speaking of which, we should definitely go over her. When digivolving, all your opponent's Digimon gain security attack -1. This includes anything and everything. Anything played, anything moved from the breeding area, anything played from the trash, anything DNA digivolved. This has literally says no, you do not get to attack security. It is a global effect and it gets around everything, and it is absolutely disgusting. Okay, opponent's turn. Your opponent's Digimon with security attack can't attack this Digimon, and any when digivolving and when attacking effects of those Digimon don't activate. They can't even clear Venusmon. They have to use Raid. Raid is the only way because it has some weird loophole ruling that it's not technically attacking, therefore it does not trigger, therefore it can run over Venusmon. Well, you know how to fix that? Yeah, just suspend Venusmon. You swing into security. You're going to be swinging anyways because you're minus security attack this, minus security attack that. It's very hard to deal with. Now, the idea I got around this and why I decided to go for a specific version like this is I'm a huge fan of Yellow Hybrid. Yes, I know, boo me in the comments, I understand. You guys that's cancer, you talk crap on security control, but then you freaking play Yellow Hybrid. No, I completely understand what you're saying. I love Yellow Hybrid. I love the way it plays, I love everything about the deck, especially with the Rise Greymon engine. The Rise Greymon engine does not make sense in this specific build. As much as we wish it did, it doesn't. It's better in the hybrid form, and that's why we do it. So yes, Venusmon is a house. She got a big old booty, and she blocks everyone with it. Yes, you heard that right. So, for Venusmon, Self-explanatory, should only be running forward, not a big deal. 3 yellow memory boost. Reveal the top 4 cards of your deck and add a Digimon from among them, yellow Digimon from among them, and place this in your battle area. Then delay, you can pop this, gain 2 memory. It's really fantastic. We are on 2 Tai Kamiya, and because even though you will be a majority of the time at 3 security, sooner or later your opponent will have less security than you, and TK and Kari will be turned off. So you need something to gain the memory, so we use Tai Kamiya and Kari Kamiya to make up for that. Not to mention, plus security, minus 2,000 to your opponent's security makes it so your Venusmons can swing in free majority of the time pretty safely. So we're on 2 of those. 3 TK. We want to search our Venusmons. We want to search our pieces. It's also single-handedly one of the best tamers in yellow. Set your memory to 3. Just the security recovery, taking stuff out of your security that you need and putting stuff that potentially in there, like tactical retreat or memory boost or Longheadagisto. I'm not gonna freaking pronounce that. That was a ridiculous pronunciation. We're on 3 of those. And then finally, on our last 2 tamers, we're on 2 TK Kakare, because you will be down on security for the main part of the game. Like, your opponent is going to either rush into security, or you're going to put yourself at lower security to turn on your TK and Kari using pulse mons and stuff like that. Also, what's really nice is when your opponent's when one of your yellow Digimon attacks, you may suspend this tamer to have one of your Digimon get minus 1,000 DP. If you have 2 of these out, you're killing memory blockers, which is freaking fantastic. So we do kind of have an issue with Psychmon, obviously, and like cost reduction, but it only affects Gokumon, and Mimicmon isn't gain memory, so even at 4 costs, he's a pretty amazing hard play. So yeah, this is the deck. I hope you guys enjoy. I definitely recommend you guys go check it out and give this a try. I hope to see someone top with it. It would be absolutely fantastic to see a deck that I built top. And yeah, if you guys know anyone who likes TCGs, tell them to my channel. Give this video a like, subscribe, and I shall see you next time. OddEYES, Lumia out.